coffee. I'm draining the dregs, I've already had it. I drank it while I was doing my writing. And in my writing, what came up was regrets and obsessions. And as this is part of my nature, I think. And it probably comes a little bit from ADD, attention deficit disorder, from autism, which I'm sure are comorbidities, to use the terminology, and mania, swings, pendulum swings, ups and downs. Obsessions are things that have come for me over the years in waves, I think all my life probably. And I think that's possibly why I've never actually been successful with content creation. Although I've been showing up for you for 3 years now, putting these videos out on this channel. And my morning pages, that's been a habit, it's become a habit, which is incredible. So in terms of seeing something through, those are two things I'm quite proud of, and two things I want to keep going because they're super important for figuring things out. Things like how to deal with obsessions and how to come up with systems and habits and all of that productivity stuff that you learn about online from people like Ali Abdaal, So yeah, I was thinking a bit about regrets first of all, and this came up in my morning pages because I was listening to an interview with Catherine Belton, who was the author of a book I read 2021 called Putin's People. And it got me thinking of how I regret not using my Russian more and letting it slide, which it has, it's years and years now since I used it. But, I know that AA teaches us not to regret the past, so I'm keeping that in mind and I'm trying to remain positive and look forward and not back. So looking forward, what can I do? I can keep going, and that's something I wrote in my pages yesterday, and it came up again today, Keep Going, which is the subject or the title of a book by Austin Kleon. It's a trilogy of books he wrote, which I read all 3 of, and they were really helpful for content creators, procrastinators, people like me, keep going. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep putting stuff out. I'm going to keep writing every day, finding out what's going on up here, getting it on paper, enjoying the process. That's a massive part of it. Enjoying the process of writing with fountain pens on paper, because it's just, it's one of those things. And doing this, I know I've not been showing up much. It's just that kind of awkwardness. It's like, but I do love being on video, so why is it awkward? It shouldn't be. And speaking of obsessions, 2 camera lenses that I've been reviewing because one of them's going back. They're both 10mm and I'm using them for my Chilled Scotland channel because I want to do a round the island drive, and I ended up falling down a rabbit hole of reviewing cameras yesterday because I'm looking at a 10-bit camera to get better footage so I can shoot an S-Log 3. That's a rabbit hole, not to mention an expense. And if my channel isn't making enough money to justify expense, that's what came up in my pages as well this morning. So if you're watching what I do, subscribe, that helps me out a lot. And go look at my other channels as well and subscribe to all of them because, whoa, I want to make this a success. I think my Chilled Scotland channel is going to be one that can really take off. I'm looking at a guy called Nomadic Ambience as inspiration and as proof that it can work, because his channel is just so good. And so I'm using that as my bar. I'm going to make what I make in my location using my own skills and abilities, but I'm going to keep my eye on what he's doing as inspiration. So that's me. Going to go get on with my day. I hope you all have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye.